What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. Oh yeah, guys, so last episode we were looking at getting ourselves some of this concentrated hellfire. Yeah, we were experimenting with the filtered hopper and a lot of different things. Anyway, we got ourselves this stuff. I went ahead and I melted that down in our cauldron here. And yeah, now it looks like we're about ready to start making the hibachi. Now this thing, from the description in the quest, we go back into here, was talking about how this will make a fire that can be stoked with the bellows that we made. Right, so that is going to be our next task here. So in order to make the hibachi itself, we need to have 3 concentrated hellfire, which we have. We need to have 4 stone, a redstone, and then a heating element. So that requires blaze powder, redstone, and string, or I assume hemp. Let's try string, blaze powder, and then it was, I think we need 2 redstone, 1 for the recipe, and then 1 for making the hibachi itself. So if we come over here, we'll throw that, and this in there. I was trying to scroll that upwards, like I scrolled the other 2, and the string didn't want to scroll. It looks like that is working. Okay, so that's going to be really good. So now that we got that cooking up, we should be able to make the heating element. So let's grab the 4 stone that we're going to need for this thing. Yeah, just 4 stone is perfect. There we go. And is this done yet? How about now? Nope, still not done yet. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to get rid of the fire that's under there. That takes like a decent amount of time to try and get that fire there. Yeah, we still don't have access to a flint and steel. But anyway, hopefully we'll get this thing done. I believe we needed the stoked cauldron in order to make the coke oven brick, in order to make, or not the coke oven, the blast furnace brick, in order to make the steel, right? I think that was the order that we were going with here. But anyway, here is a hibachi, which requires 4 gathering, 3 building. We've met the requirement. Right, I forget, it pulls stuff out of the chest when you shift click in there. Okay, so now that says quest complete. So that'll give us another one, a loot chest or a chance cube. This really isn't that bad to make. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. Because of the concentrated stuff that goes into that, the concentrated hellfire, trying to make the hellfire dust, that is kind of a pain, isn't it? But you know what? We're still going to take the loot chest regardless. So let's, oh no, I'm sorry. That's going to give us all 3 of these. All right, so let's claim that. So we get 2 hibachis now, and then we have a chance cube, which we're not going to be opening, and a loot chest, which is a weakness trap and a damage trap. So maybe the damage trap would be better than the spike we're using. Well, the spike gives us XP. I don't know if the damage trap, if that kills monsters, if that will give us XP. So, we'll put those away for now. We'll just remember those for later, and we'll put the chance cube away. Okay, so now that we have the hibachi, we need to get ourselves the bellows, and I don't remember where I put that. Is it in here somewhere? Let's take a look. Bell. Not seeing the bellows here. I might have left it upstairs. Like, I was cleaning out my inventory. I've been leveling things up. Let's go into here. And I was running out of room for all the mob drops. We got our mining to 27 now. Okay, so 27 is one of those requirements that we needed in order to mine certain block. Okay, I was like, wait, what was making that sound? Let's turn this off. 27 is one of those requirements that we need to mine certain blocks, like this ardite ore. We're now able to mine it if we have a pickaxe that is of the right mining level. So before we were locked out because of our skill, now we're locked out because of our mining level. So getting cobalt mining level is another thing I'm very interested in doing. We'll probably be looking at that today. So I don't see the bellows in here. It might be all the way up in this chest. There it is. Man, I put stuff all over the place. Very bad about that. We should probably take out the rest of these things that shouldn't be in here. Really only want things that are concerning the mob trap in this area. Oh, also I moved our mushrooms from downstairs up here. Since we have big open flat surface, I space these mushrooms out every 10 blocks. So there's, that one is 10 blocks away, that one's 10 blocks away. And then I put a cobblestone slab to show which one is our mushroom that we need to leave there. And it looks like we've had some mushroom spreading, so if we ever need mushrooms again, we should be set for the future, which is great. All right, so now that we got that taken care of, We do have our bellows. I am very curious to see how this thing works. Now, I do believe it said that I required a redstone signal for the hibachi, so we need to get that figured out. I think a simple lever will be all we need, so I'll grab 1 cobblestone and 1 stick. We'll make a lever here. Cool. All right, so now comes the fun part. I haven't heard any bad monsters down below. I think we should be okay. Let's get rid of that. We'll put the hibachi right here. Is that good? Is that gonna be fine? Hopefully. Maybe we should go underneath it. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just put a redstone signal right next to it and let's see what happens. And nothing's happened. That might need... I don't know if that takes a minute for that to heat up, or that might need the direct redstone signal on it. Let's go outside and see if we can put a direct redstone signal on it. I'm looking at my mini-map here to see if there's any monsters nearby. There are not. Also, we've gotten diamond leggings from our mob farm, which is good. We had one of these zombie pigmen spawn with the purple flames on it. I think we were talking about that a few episodes ago. All right, so where is it? It's over here. We put that there. Oh, that sounded like it did a thing. All right. Oh, dang, we don't get our cobblestone back. I forgot about that. Well, we got enough to make a new piece of cobblestone. All right, let's grab this and place that back. Cool. So what do we have here? So it looks like we do have fire, and I believe the quest book said if we try and put this out, it comes back. Yeah, so there is no putting that out unless we remove the redstone signal or place a block there, which might be a good way to turn it on and off other than that lever down below. But now we should be able to use the bellows. Shift click with an empty hand to rotate this block. Okay, so I don't remember if we face it this way. We gotta see something happening here. Oh, that's right. I think we have to use this thing, the hand crank on that in order to make it do something. So I'll remove this block here. Let's see if we can see where it is. So that's got the hole. So 1, 2, 3, 4 brings it back. So 1, 2 should be facing the fire, I think. Now if we do the hand crank on here, not seeing anything in particular happen, but I assume that's working. I assume. You know what happens when you assume, but I am assuming. Okay, so let's go back to the quest book. The next step is to make a kiln. It says a kiln is a structure built out of bricks placed over hibachis to fire a clay crucible or a urn. It can also smelt ores. Oh, maybe we needed the kiln bricks around for the bellows to work. Yep, again, still pretty new to this mod. They're having us build things, but they're not really telling us in which order to do things. Anyway, we got the hibachi figured out, so we have that fire there, which is good. Okay, so anyway, it says the structure is constructed with a minimum of 5 brick blocks consisting of 1 air block enclosed on the bottom and at least 3 other sides, which include the top by said brick blocks. 1 block below the bottom brick block must be a lit hibachi stoked by a bellows. Having more than 1 hibachi speeds up the progress, just like with the cauldron. Unfired pottery is put in the center of the kiln. Will turn to various kinds of pottery depending on what type of unfired pottery you put in the kiln. The important where are we at? I lost it. The important thing to note is that the kiln is not made on a crafting table. It is made with the bricks in 3D. The kiln is the only way to obtain a crucible, which is needed in the production of steel, thus required to move upwards on the tech tree. Aha. So I don't know if I retained all the information for this. I'm gonna go ahead and read through this a few times. I'll make the 5 bricks that we need. Don't remember if we have the clay remaining over here or not. Probably we don't. Yeah, well, yeah, we're missing 1 piece of clay. We're almost there. Almost there. Oh, quest complete grind blocks? What? What just happened? Why are we getting a quest complete for that? Quest complete grind blocks. Oh, okay. I guess we needed clay in our inventory after we did the ground netherrack? All right. Anyway, I will go ahead and make the bricks that we need. Yeah, it's going to take a minute for us to get leaves and place down all the stuff and these kinds of things. Let me do that real quick and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm trying to make sense of how this works here. If we go back to this, it says the structure is constructed with a minimum of 5 brick blocks, which we have now, and this quest is now complete. Consisting of 1 air block enclosed on the bottom and at least 3 other sides, which includes a top. So 3 sides, top and bottom, by said brick blocks. 1 block below the bottom brick must be a lit hibachi stoked by bellows. So does that mean that we put the hibachi with a brick on top? I don't think that is gonna work, right? Because we need the hibachi with the flame, right? So there should be fire above it, and then the brick. So this might need to be a little bit deep in the ground here. I don't know. We'll try this. Let's put the hibachi down 1, like so, right? And we'll put a lever on it. Okay, that way we can turn this thing on and off. So we'll have 1 block of airspace, and then we will place brick. I don't know if brick is a block that we can break and we get back the full block or not. I guess we'll find out. Actually, you know what? I'll use the bellows as something to place against. So we'll do that, right? Select the right tool. So we need 1 air block in here, okay? And then that has to be surrounded on 3 sides, it said, including the top. So we'll do that. I think that's what the instructions are trying to say, right? Maybe. Obviously, the bellows does not go in here. The bellows would be going next to the hibachi. So we place it right like that. Can we see the dot? Yeah, we can see the dot now. And then we would have to put the hand crank to power that. I think that's how that works. So that is 3 sides, top and bottom. Is that a thing that is gonna work now? Do we see anything different happening? Yeah, I don't know. So now comes the point where it's talking about pottery and things like that, and that's something that it hasn't had us do yet. Unfired pottery is put in the center of the kiln and will turn into various kinds of pottery depending on what type of unfired pottery you put in the kiln. Most important thing to note is that the kiln is not made on a crafting table. It is made with blocks in 3D. So I guess we place down some kind of a clay block, and then we have to use some kind of a thing to like remove pieces, similar like chisel and bits, or I don't know how this works. The kiln is the only way to obtain the crucible, which is needed for production of steel. Wait, a crucible. Okay, that's a cauldron. So what is a crucible? What's this look like? Is that this one? Better with mods, crucible, unfired crucible. So it looks like we need to get a turntable. Oh, okay, right. I remember the turntable thing. I don't think we ever made this thing yet. Right, so a piece of clay on a turntable will make an unfired crucible, and we get a piece of clay block back. I think this was a thing that I was looking at earlier on, where I like went through all the different recipes, and I was like, oh, we get pieces of clay back, which is more clay than what we put into the original clay block, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's just a chance or what's going on with that. So I think a turntable is probably going to be our next goal here. So let's go back to this. Hopefully this is the way this is supposed to work. It looks weird. I don't know. We are definitely going to want slabs on this thing though, because we want to make sure that everything here is non-spawnable. We're going to need 1 more for the top. I'll worry about that one just a little bit later. So going back to the quest book here, we have now 2 complete quests. So let's do this one. We'll claim that guy and we'll claim this one. That gives us 6 wooden axles. That's nice. Those are a little expensive to make. All right, so we have 2 loot chests. Let's pop this one. We get a lantern of paranoia, and then our other one, we get a watering can basic. I think we have already received that. I'm trying to get rid of this bread. This bread is like horrible food. I'm going to be switching over to these rabbit sandwiches that are in my inventory somewhere right here. Yeah, that says that they give us 4 hunger and 16 saturation. Well, I guess that's 8 saturation bars. That should be pretty good. Okay, so that'll be our next food going forward. So this line of progression is done. Upgrade the gearbox. I do believe they require steel, which we can't do yet. Mob drops. So turntable. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. It says the turntable is used to make a crucible and other blocks that can be placed. Okay, so what does a turntable require? Turntable. So this requires us to have a clock, a gear, some stone, and a weird noise going on in the background, and then these sighting things. Okay, I don't think I have any of the wood on me. Clock is the default recipe. We've gotten plenty of gold from killing pigmen, and we still have redstone from mining, and then we have the wood gear. Okay, so let me go ahead and make this thing. I assume that's gonna be hooked up to this stuff over here. What does this require? This requires a diamond pickaxe. I wonder if I should make a diamond pickaxe just to get rid of this stuff. Yeah, I think we have plenty of diamonds. I would like to connect this gearbox over this way, although that'll block our path. I don't think that path is useful anymore now, is it? Like, we have our elevator up to the roof now. Okay, well anyway, let's make a diamond pickaxe. Let's progress a little bit with our mining levels here. We have 21 diamonds. Previously in Tinker's Construct, you could add a diamond to a pickaxe, and that would raise the mining level. In the newer versions of Tinker's Construct in 1.10 and higher, that does not work anymore. In order to raise the mining level, we have to make a sharpening kit and then craft in the thing over here. I forget the name of it. The tool station. Your pickaxe, you want to raise the mining level, plus the sharpening kit, plus a piece of flint. So we need to make ourselves a sharpening kit of higher enough level in order to do that, but I don't think we're quite there yet. So I'll sacrifice 3 diamonds in this process and 2 sticks. We'll make ourselves a vanilla pickaxe. Do that and those, and we cannot make a diamond pickaxe. There is one from Primal Core, and the vanilla one requires treated sticks. Oh. Well, we can do that, I do believe. Do we have treated wood in here? Living wood. Did we ever? I can't remember. Did we ever make treated wood? Maybe we didn't. I know we set up this guy right here with the creosote. I'll take a bucket of creosote. Okay, well, I guess that's another thing we can do real quick. I feel like we did some of that before, but I don't know. Maybe we used all... We had to have done that for the windmill we have, right? I don't know. Anyway, so let's grab 8 planks. Maybe we used all of the stuff that we needed, or I put it someplace and I just don't know where it is. That's another possibility. All right, so there's treated wood planks, and then we can turn those into sticks, and then we can make ourselves a diamond pickaxe, right? Okay, so there's that. Now we can go all the way. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, and that's a special one with the particles. Let's just get away from that before something bad happens. So now we should be able to get rid of this. Get a little XP out of it too, which is nice. We don't need this here anymore. I will have to get, let's just vein mine. I'll have to get rid of those too. Okay. Yeah, so then we can bring an axle over here to another gearbox and then place a turntable. However we are going to do such things. All right, I think that'll be fine. Also, this benotonite stuff, we can mine that now with a regular pickaxe I was noticing. So let's go and do that together. Get rid of this. Yeah, being able to get rid of all of these ores that have been in our way is definitely nice. I don't think we can mine this. I mean, it says we're making progress, but that's just going to delete it. I guess we could do that if we wanted to. Yeah, same thing for the cobalt. Anyway, I'll go through, I'll mine this all out. I'll make the turntable. We'll be right back, guys. We should have everything prepared by now. I did add in some more axles over here, another gearbox with the lever so we can turn this on and off. We're not hearing like crazy sounds all the time. I did add in some levers on these gearboxes over here. This thing keeps making all sorts of sound over, like things are exploding or going bad. I'm not sure why it sounds like that, but yeah, that's what's going on over there. Okay, so we should be able to make our turntable, except we are missing a gear, and I thought we had everything on us, and we don't, apparently. Okay, well, making a gear is pretty easy for us to do. We just need to grab some sticks and some planks real quick. No, we need 4 of those. Okay, now we should be able to make ourselves our other gear. Dang, I thought I had gone through and made everything that we needed here, but apparently I was wrong. Click the right one before it changes. There we go. All right, so there's 2 gears. So let's make the turntable down here since we're already down here. Cool. All right, so there's a turntable, and that's gonna complete the quest. And looks like we have a compressed enderman outside and a blaze over there. We'll just leave those guys alone. All right, so now that we have the turntable, I assume this is gonna take power like everything else. I haven't looked. Yeah, it looks like we got the circle on the bottom. We got a thing here. I don't know. Is that the speed of the turntable? I honestly don't know. So I assume we're gonna need a spot open on the top, and then we're gonna need a way up there to see what's going on. I did make 6 blocks of clay in preparation for this, but let's go into the quest book real quick and see what we got here. It says the turntable is used to make a crucible and other blocks that can be placed. Right, we've already seen that. So this is complete. Did we claim the quest? Oh, it's a choice reward. I thought it was giving us both of these. So we can do the loot chest or for clay. We can make clay pretty easily. So let's do the loot chest. We'll claim that one. And we get ourselves this reward once again. We've gotten that before. All right, so that's fine. Those are all good things. The rabbit sandwich, by the way, really good. That completely fills up the saturation. So I guess that is the full saturation bar times 16. At least that's what it says. I don't know. Anyway, so now that we got that done, we need to go to the next quest in our section here, which is... Oh, we unlocked some other things. The crucible. So it says unfired crucible has 0 text, 0 explanation. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's just a retrieval task. All right, so let's put a piece of clay here. All right, that was the netherrack that we chopped out before. I guess we get this power. Okay, whoop. So what do we got here? It says an unfired crucible. Okay, so that's all we have to do. We just have to power the turntable, and then it automatically converts things into that. So if we break this, and there's an unfired crucible. Okay, so quest complete, crucible, and that no rewards, no text. Okay. So now that we have the unfired crucible, it wants us to fire this. Once you have made the crucible in the kiln, it can be used to produce many items. All right, so now we're gonna try this. So if we place this here, and I guess we have to do this. I don't see it doing anything. I don't know how many times we have to do this and how long this takes. That's 3 cranks on there. 4. I would imagine, like, if this is working, this would look differently, but it doesn't look like anything's different. Does the bellows have to be 1 block lower? Does it have to be the same level as the hibachi? I don't know. It definitely feels like we're doing something wrong here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a moment. I'm gonna look it up on the wiki and see what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, this might need to be a block lower. We'll figure it out. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I think we might have figured out what we were doing wrong here. So this does require mechanical power, but the hand crank I thought worked. It does not work. No, we need power that's coming directly from our windmill over here, our existing mechanical power, and that compresses our bellows. Now as long as it's receiving power, the bellow compresses. But that doesn't do anything. We need it to compress and then uncompress, and then it stokes the fire. And the fire is stoked for like 5 to 10 seconds. I didn't count it. It's something like that. But it's one of those things where you need to constantly flip the lever on and off and pump the bellows in order for this fire to stay stoked and then do things. So yeah, I moved our kiln over here so we are closer to our mechanical power. I removed everything that we set up over here earlier. I have not tried this, so... Yeah, I was looking... Oh, what's this doing? Do we need to stoke it? It looks like it was doing something. I don't know if that's good or bad the way it looks, but we want that fire over there blue. Anyway, like I was gonna say, I was looking on the Better Than Wolves wiki about this thing, and yeah, that's where I got all the information about it. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a Better with Mods one. Ooh, is that it? Okay, so there we go. There's a crucible. Nice. So that wasn't that bad. And as you can see, after I stopped pumping the bellows, the fire turned back to the normal type. But it looks like this was still working without having the bellows stoked. So I'm not sure if stoking it is a requirement for the crucible at all. I don't know. Anyway, so now that we got that kind of figured out, I guess we can still use this same thing here for the turntable and this other axle thing that we had set up previously. I did remove it, but yeah, I guess we can put all of this stuff back here again. Move that block up there and place this back here. All right, so now let's go back to our quest book here. So crucible is complete. It's going to give us one loot chest. It says once you have made the crucible in the kiln, it can be used to produce many items. Okay, so we have that done. Next step is it wants us to make a planter. Well, we might as well get through all the turntable stuff, and it's going to have us do a vase and things like that. Okay, so let's make a planter next. I assume it's going to be very similar to what we were doing before. And maybe this... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Did we get all... Yeah, we did get 4 of those. Maybe this is a speed for the turntable, so when we want to get to the quicker stages, it'll do that. Or maybe this is just a setting to say, hey, make a planter and then stop. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how that works. But let's turn this thing back on. So that's going to start spinning. Okay, so we have an unfired crucible. Unfired planter. Okay, cool. So now we have the unfired planter. That looks like that's a quest complete. Let's go to this one. Okay, so that's done. So the next one is the planter fired. Once you made, you can place many things in the planter. Once made, you can place many things in the planter. For example, dirt, and then place seeds on the dirt. Okay, well that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know if that's something that we need to do, but it is part of the quest. And we did get a clay ball back that time. All right, so let's place that here. And that looks like that is just working as it is without stoking the fire. But I don't know. If we don't stoke the fire, do we lose out on this thing? I'm kind of curious. If we don't have to stoke it, I don't want to. Because that's just extra work that I just don't want to have to do. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what happens. Like, does that just work or does that item go away if we don't stoke it? I guess we'll find out here very, very shortly. Looks like it's just about ready to be done. And it looks like we don't need it stoked after all. That's very interesting. Okay, so that is done. There's a quest complete for that. I was wondering if that was going to show up. So let's claim this one. Cool. All right, so we have 2 of these. So let's pop the first one. We get Vial of Magma Skin. Cool. So that is 8 fire resistance uses. We haven't had to use a single one yet. And Leadstone Flux Ducts. Okay, well, that's the first time we've got anything RF related so far in this playthrough. That's pretty cool. All right, so moving on from here. Next one is a vase. So that, I assume that's going to be the next stage after what we've already seen here. So if we throw that up there and turn this on, it's going to first try and make ourselves a crucible. Then I'll make the next one the vase. And then I'll make, or I'm sorry, the planter. And then it should make the vase, right? And there it is. Easy. And again, we put it here. Yeah. So it doesn't look like we need to stoke the fire. I wonder why, if the mod's broken, if that is supposed to be a requirement, it's just not working in this one, or what's the deal? Anyway, so now we'll get the vase done, and then we'll make the urn. Let me go ahead and complete these 2. It's going to be the same things, I'm sure, and we'll be back, guys. And done. So now we have a crucible, we have a cauldron, we have 3 planters because of the rewards. We got ourselves a white vase and an urn. So now we should be able to claim some of these things that we have here. So vase fired, so that's going to give us 2 more white vases and a loot chest. And finally, it says you earned it. Item reward, another urn, a loot chest, 2 clay, 4 creeper oysters. That's going to allow us to make those the diamond ingots that we've been needing. Cool. And then 3 redstone latches. What's this one before I do that? They'll give us an urn and a loot chest. So let's claim this. Okay, I wasn't sure if we were going to have the inventory for the other things, so I was holding off on it. So let's claim that one too. All right, so we have lots of stuff in our inventory. We have 3 loot chests. Let's pop this one. So we got magenta runic dust. So this we can now use. I think the last time we got that, we weren't able to use that. We got gravel and cobbled soul stone. And then finally, our last reward, we get 6 more leadstone flux duct. So that's kind of cool. So we're figuring out better with mods. Again, that is a Better Than Wolves remake. Yeah, it's not a complete conversion mod like Better Than Wolves is. It's one that works with Forge and is supposed to work with other mods, which is great. Yeah, we have so much stuff, guys. Now, I know in the comments, somebody had talked about multi-storage, that there are these stone storage things and the dense stone storage. I played around with these things in Modern Skyblock 2, which I was doing on live stream, so I know about these. It does require any chest, so not shulker boxes. You can use regular chests in here. So we might look at doing that as far as upgrading our storage. You can stack these things 3 tall, and they have like a scroll bar in there, and you can hold a lot of stuff. We might look at that, or we might find some other type of storage. I don't know, but definitely storage is an issue right now. I'm tired of putting out vanilla chests with stuff in it. Like this thing's completely full of netherrack, and yeah, it's about time we look at upgrading our storage capabilities, so we'll be looking at that soon. Creeper oysters, though, that is really good. Again, those are used for making these diamond ingots, which are needed in order to make diamond armor. And like I said, we already got the diamond leggings. We got that off one of those purple fire zombie pigmen from our farm upstairs on the nether roof, so that's really good. I don't know if there's anything else specific those are used for. It seems like that's only armor and tools, except for the pickaxe. Ah, we need those for the diamond hammer. That's one of the requirements. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Oh, you know what? Stoked crucible. Now that we have the ability to do that, we can make these diamond ingots. That's very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Guys, we're gonna wrap the episode up here for today. We got a lot of good stuff going on. We're figuring out better with mods. I'm enjoying that mod, something completely different than what we've done before. Most mods are like make power, hook power up to machine, and use the machine's capabilities. This is slightly different and it's pretty interesting, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.